Hello, hello, it's Bernadette. It is Saturday, and we are gonna do this tonight. So, you guys asked me last night to come live and to talk about supplements that work, what you need for your immune system, since we're going into flu season and all the stuff. So, I have put together a list, but then I'm also going to answer your questions. So I hope you guys get this notification. Let me make sure my Discord people get it. I think we're on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are on Substack. All the places right now. So get on in and let's talk. And say hello in the comments so I know where you're watching from. And whoa, uh-oh. What? For some reason, my Substack just disconnected. I don't know what. Okay, whatever. So we're not, you just got it on your phone. The notification from YouTube? Cool. I don't know why Substack's having an issue. It's saying it was disconnected, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it because I don't need to be distracted. Anyways, how are you? How's your Saturday, Mr. Andy? Susan's here. Andy's here. Cool. This is going to record and then save to my YouTube channel, so if people miss it or miss the beginning or whatever, they can come back. Right now, the numbers for COVID are really high. I don't know where you guys all live, but literally I know COVID, the flu, RSV, all of them are circulating. We've got norovirus, which is a stomach virus. That was making the rounds. You got your notebook in hand? Good. Norovirus was making the rounds. And there was another one. Oh, Chagas. That was the other one that was making its rounds. You switched to your computer. Cool. Good. Well, I want you guys to put your questions in and whatnot. Like, I want to walk you through all the normal stuff, right, when it comes to immune system strengthening and whatnot. We're going to go over some brands tonight too, because I don't trust every brand. Like, where do you normally get your supplements? Let me ask you guys that. Where do you typically purchase your supplements? Do you get them on Amazon? Do you get them at Costco, at Walmart, at Walgreens? Like, where do you normally get them? And do you go for good quality supplements, or do you get what you can afford? Because I got some things to say about that tonight too. But yeah, I literally want to walk you through some of the core nutrients you need and natural supports that I recommend a lot, but you get them on TikTok. Okay. Some of them on TikTok work, some of them don't. So depends on what you're getting on there. Honestly, depends on what you're getting on there. So just so you guys know, like, we need to build a base. Now, some of the brands that I like are Now Foods, and this is because they're organic, they've been vetted, they are affordable. The ones that I'm going to mention, a couple of them are more expensive, but they still have good products. But Now Foods is one of my go-tos. Solar Ray, Garden of Life, Nature Made, Life Extension, and Life Extension, that's I take their vitamin D and K, and this one has, I'm trying to remember how their K is in here, because it's got K1, K2, K3, and it's what they call M7. So here's the important part. If you're going to take a D, it's good to take it with a K, but not just any vitamin K. It needs to be M7, and the way you pronounce that is really hard, so I'm going to try. But it's called menaquinone, or transmenaquinone. The thing with M7 is then your body can absorb it, and it's a good. But life extensions, this is who I get my D and K, and I get the combo. I don't get them separate. And we need D and K because our bodies are lacking it. You get them from Sprouts in consultation with the members of the supplement. I mentioned this one yesterday, and this is one of my favorites. Like super good, super potent. And it's got so many things in it, like so many things. And we'll go over the full list in a little bit. But let's start out with the brands, because I really am not one. My dad always gets his stuff at Costco. Once in a while, he'll get like from Pure, which I like Pure. Pure Encapsulations is a good company. So I'm sure you guys have seen these. And this is their magnesium glycinate. So Now Foods, Nature's Way, Solar Ray, Garden of Life. Some of their stuff can be more pricey. Pure. Some of the stuff that I use, like the Sam E. Jarrow formulas, and that's Jarrow formulas, and then Nordic Naturals. Now, that's a partial list. The way that you check to see who is a good, like, are they a good company and can you trust them, is you have to look up, are they organic? How long have they been in business? And do they lab test in manufacturing? Super important that they're up to date on their testing. The one thing I'm going to tell all of you before we jump into like all the different supplements for immune that I always have in my medicine cabinet at all times, there's two things. Oregano oil, the essential oil, pure oregano oil. And I have right now, the last one I bought was Garden of Life. It's really pure. It's really good. And activated charcoal. And I think I have the Nature's Way activated charcoal. They're very affordable. Why do you need oregano oil? Can you all guess? Can you guess what you take oregano oil for? And I'm going to ask you, because you guys should have heard me talk about these things before, but I'm talking the liquid, not the pills. You can get oregano oil with black seed pills, and that I recommend. If you're going to take oregano oil, get it with the black seed, your body breaks it down better and uses it better. But with oregano oil, I'm curious if you guys know why I recommend to keep it on hand. For high cholesterol, that would be the pills, not the oil. Like, it will help with stuff like that, but that wouldn't be one of the main reasons that I would take oregano oil. You're on the pills? Okay, cool. Oregano oil pills are good when you've got low-level infections, if you've battled candida, for maintenance, but you can't use it all the time. You're not supposed to use it all the time. You're supposed to cycle on and cycle off. The oregano oil is potent. If it's a good brand, it's potent, and it should be, because it will get rid of pathogens. It'll get rid of any kind of virus. It's antimicrobial. It's antiparasitic. So it will help with parasites as well. But the stuff is super powerful. So you want to cycle on and cycle off. Like, give your body a little bit of a break. So maybe a month on and then a month off. Month on, month off when it comes to the pills. But oregano oil, the essential oil, it's very good if you brush your teeth with it, if you gargle in salt water with it, or just alone with a cup of water if you have any kind of throat issue or mouth issue. It does kill viruses, so think in terms of like the herpes virus, mouth sores, and then kills yeast. So like if you have oral thrush, in addition to oregano oil, I keep hearing about black seed. Why the combination? Because of the fact that black seed oil helps the body use and absorb the oregano oil. The two combined, and black seed oil is really good. Let me look on my thing. I can tell you, like, the black seed, or reason for black seed and why they tend to put them together. It's good, like, The black seed's super powerful in helping maintain your gut microbial, which is important, right? And it too has antimicrobial properties. So black seed oil is really good, and we don't eat that stuff. So, but it makes your body be able to use the oregano oil, and then it's a little more gentle. It's just slightly more gentle. But the oregano oil, like the drops, if you have a sore throat, if you feel like you're coming down with something, even if you have a tickle in your throat, I would take it. I would like a couple drops, just maybe 2 drops in a cup of water, and you can take it internally or gargle it so that it's hitting the back of your throat. I've used it in my Navage for my sinuses, and it's really good at killing any kind of bacteria. So again, it's antibacterial, antimicrobial, very, very good, but I keep that on hand. Because I get stuff in my mouth, especially when I was going through chemo, I was getting mouth sores. And I would douse my mouth in oregano oil, and they'd be gone by the next day. So for anyone that deals with mouth sores, canker sores, any kind of like lip sores, you can use oregano, and you've got to mix it down slightly because it is going to burn a little. It's super potent. The other thing that I say everyone needs to have in their medicine cabinet is activated charcoal. Why? Activated charcoal is a binder. Okay, it goes through your system. Like they give that to you at the hospital if you're admitted for overdosing. That's what they use, is activated charcoal. It binds to poisons. It binds to when you're killing stuff off, right? So anytime you're doing a parasite cleanse, anytime you get food poisoning, anytime you even get a virus, you want to take activated charcoal to help. Like it acts like a sponge. Everything binds to it and it pulls it out of your system. You do have to drink a little extra water to be on the safe side, but everybody needs activated charcoal in their medicine cabinet because we get stomach stuff all the time. So between stomach bugs, the flu, the vid, all the stuff, that's the first thing I take. In fact, I'm running what's called a hunt and kill on my Rife right now since yesterday. And man, I woke up with a liver headache, fatigue, and my stomach was going off. And I'm like, shoot, I need a binder. So I went and took some activated charcoal, and within about 2 hours, I started to feel a lot better, because it does help get the toxins out of your system rather than recirculating through your blood. And what a lot of people don't understand is if you're detoxing from something, like if you've killed something off, if you don't get it out of your system through all of your exit pathways, all of your detox pathways, it will recirculate through your blood. So taking a binder like charcoal is super good. A liver headache happens when, and it's a different kind of headache. Like it's not a full-blown headache. Typically for me, I'll get a liver headache on the right side of my temple and kind of in the back of my head. It's not a full-blown headache. It's got a weird feel to it. And the reason I know that it's a liver headache is because on top of it, you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot. Number 2, like your body, excuse me, trying to purge. People get liver headaches when they're toxic. So you know how you get a hangover when you drink, or did? Like I used to get them really bad when I drank the day after. A lot of times that's a liver headache, but it's an intense because you're actually fully toxic. And it's typically combined with dehydration. That's why when people get the hangovers, they get the headaches and they're fully dehydrated. And I'll tell you, when I've drank in the past, before I go to bed, I typically will drink a big glass of water and take 2 charcoals. And in the morning, I'm not going to have a headache because it's actually binding that stuff up. But I typically will drink a ton of water before take the activated charcoal and then they don't have a hangover in the morning because it gathers up those toxins. Now, I don't recommend that we do that as like a plan. I'd rather just not drink. But you can get a liver headache if you've got food poisoning and your body's trying to detox from the food poisoning. Sometimes you'll get a low-level headache. It's not a full-blown headache. Vitamins for men seem to be split into categories like 45 plus, 55 plus. What do I need to take as I get older? I have no medical history. Okay, we're going to go over the main stuff that pretty much everybody should be taking or needs to be taking, because unless you're eating a really clean whole food diet all the time, drinking and eating lots of green vegetables, like you're eating the rainbow, the reds, the yellows, the orange, the purple, right? Deep leafy greens. Most of us don't get enough of that in our diet. And then fruit. You need fruit. Now, I know a lot of people are like, I'm diabetic, I can't have fruit. I'm telling you, your brain needs natural sugar, not fake sugar, natural sugar. Our brains can't work without having sugar. It feeds on sugar, but natural, like fruit or vegetables. And fruits and vegetables both have sugar. So the main things that I recommend that people take, because I'm not heavy on supplements. I don't like it when people take too many supplements, because of the fact that when you overload on supplements, you're actually putting a load on your liver and your kidneys. So the first thing would be like a D3 and K2, the MK7. That's for immune modulation, bones, inflammation. Now, I only take this if I feel like I'm not getting enough D, and this is my main supplement. This one, the Secret Elements, has, God, it's got so much in it. Let me pull up their website and I'll tell you guys, because it has D in it as well. Secret Elements. Where's all your, there's supplement facts. Let's see. All right, it's got vitamin C, 90 milligrams, vitamin D3, 25 milligrams, zinc, 5 milligrams, sea moss, 300 milligrams, black seed, 200, ashwagandha, 100, turmeric, 100, bladder wrack, 100, burdock, 100, and then Four Seasons Protection Blend, 200 milligrams. That has apple cider vinegar, ginger, dandelion, yellow dock, elderberry, kelp, manuka honey, chlorophyll. So it's got a ton. And then it's got black pepper extract, 1 milligram. All of the things that it has in it, like truly turmeric root, that's for inflammation. Burdock root, that helps with digestion. So does dandelion. Bladder wrack, it's a natural source of iodine. Black seed is known for antioxidant properties. It also reduces inflammation. And then ginger helps with digestion and with energy. So that would be my main supplement that I take. Hold on, let me get my list for you guys. But I always rely on, like, it would be that, then it would be a D3 and K2 with MK7. And this one does have the MK7 type of K. Vitamin C, and you guys were asking me yesterday about what do we take now that we've got this stuff coming in and it's flu season, COVID's spiking. Vitamin C and zinc, always. That's your first line of viral defense and tissue repair. Zinc and vitamin C, when things are going around, sometimes you want to up your dose a little bit and then go back down to a maintenance dose. If you do get sick, definitely up your dose. Repeat the name of which one. The vitamin C plus zinc, or which one? Or this one, the sea moss This one's Secret Elements, sea moss with black seed oil, ashwagandha, and ginger. And it is pretty affordable with as much as you get in there. Yeah, this is the multi. Yeah. So Secret Element, and then it's all-in-one supplement, sea moss, black seed oil, ashwagandha, and ginger, and it's the 20,000 mg. So can you see that? Hopefully. You only need to take 2 a day. That's it. That's a really good, like, I can feel my energy stabilize throughout the day on that. When I don't take it, I feel pretty tired. So that one's unnecessary. How much vitamin C? You heard that you can take too much. A lot of people say that, but I don't know if that's true. Honestly, high dose vitamin C is known to kill pathogens. Yes, you have to watch how much. But let me give you a dosage during flu season, because I typically would double. I would double the dose if I've been around people that are sick. So, and I take one that I think mine has 1,000. Hold on. You're gonna absorb. I don't know what brand people are taking. You've got to get a good brand so you don't pee it out. I mean, that's kind of the point. So 500 to 1,000 milligrams a day. I take 1,000, the chewables. They're easier for digestion, and I think my brand is Solaray. I use the Solaray brand. If you are going through stress, you're having an infection of some sort, then you want to double that to 2. Instead of 500 to 1,000, you want to go 2,000 to 3,000. And that's on the upper limit. But yeah. As far as zinc, 8 milligrams a day for women. And then for men, it's 11 milligrams a day. The upper limit of zinc is 40 milligrams. So kind of, if you're going to do a daily, just your daily maintenance, it would be 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. If you're doing it twice a day, it's in the morning and the afternoon or evening. And then zinc, 25 milligrams with food once a day. Zinc helps your body with immune support. Zinc's really good. But again, I would also, if I've been exposed to something, I would be taking oregano oil. Either the oregano with black seed, but I sip it in my hot water. This is a game changer for hands, but you need to mix it down with a carrier oil. This is thieves oil, but it's a liquid zinc. You can do liquid zinc if you don't mind the taste. Like, I have both liquid and I have veggie caps. So it's entirely up to you how you want to take it. I'm just telling you, most of us don't get it in our diet. So like if you catch yourself getting colds all the time, or the flu, even allergies, or you've got low, like, you have a viral load or a pathogen load, zinc. On the daily, it's good. But for cold and flu season, this is one I keep on hand for my family all the time. And you can get it on Amazon, but it's by Plant Guru. It's called 4 Gurus. This is thieves oil, but it's an off brand. It's not, what's that one company, that multi-level marketing company? They have 1 ounce and it's like $30. This is 4 ounces. It's like $10. This stuff is powerful. It's got cinnamon. It's got cloves. I'll tell you all of what it's got in it. It's super good for cinnamon, cloves, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. This is a powerful blend. Like I've told you guys before, I put it on my hands, but I do mix it with coconut oil or what's the other one that I use? Usually coconut oil or almond oil. It does not have melaleuca in it. No. Why melaleuca? Like this is from the time when the Black Plague was going around. But this stuff, and it smells really good. The clove and the cinnamon smells really good. But if you're going to put it on your skin, you need to mix it down because it's concentrated, which means it's going to go really far, really, really far. You can mix just like 5 or 6 drops in a little vial of almond oil or coconut oil and then carry it with you. And when you have to go in someplace, put in your hands, rub it over your face. I put a couple drops in my tea. If I feel like I'm getting sick, I'll just mix up hot water with some lemon and drop a few drops of the thieves oil in it. It works amazing. It's really good as far as like antibacterial and whatnot, but it's good antiviral as well. But what I'm curious why melaleuca, like why you're bringing up melaleuca, just out of curiosity. Like, do you have a question about melaleuca? Or are you just like cleared up for me? I don't know what. I don't use melaleuca anything. I use tea tree, and then manuka honey has melaleuca. Like the bees pollinate the melaleuca trees, and then they end up pollinate the honey. So it's good for that. Hi, Deborah. How are you? The manuka honey is super powerful, but multi-level. No. Not the company that did melaleuca. They did essential oils. I can't remember the name of the brand. See, I keep this on hand too. Peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is super good if you've got a stuffed nose. Just rub it on your hands. I'll show you guys, like literally just one drop, rub it on your hands, breathe it in, and it opens your sinus passages. Anyone that deals with asthma, peppermint oil, that's all it, literally it's going to open you up. But so we talked about vitamin C, zinc, black seed oil, the sea moss. Where is it? This one. And that's during cold and flu season. And then oregano oil and the thieves oil, right? Like that's what I use during cold and flu season. That's it. Other than if I feel like I need extra D that I'm not getting from my other supplement, I'll take the D and the K. I have this because when I was going through chemo, I was really low on D and K. And I was on blood thinners. So I made sure that I was taking this. It's almost gone. I probably won't refresh it because I don't typically take it. This one covers me pretty much everything I need, right? Ashwagandha is really good. So is ginger, but ginger will give you energy and helps with digestion. And then all the other things, it's got the turmeric, it's got the elderberry, it's got burdock root, it's got so many good things that will help you strengthen your immune system and everything else, right? Help with stress and help with hormones, help with thyroid. That's what the minerals are that are included in the sea moss will help with all of that. So this is just an all-around good one. And Andy, I mean, you're asking me about men's vitamin. Take this. This is probably all you really need. Because you already don't get sick, right? If you're around someone who's sick, then I would take vitamin C and zinc, maybe up it. But if you've got the Four Gurus oil or oregano oil, you can just use that, as a backup. But yeah, everything all in one. That's why I like this. 2 a day in the morning. That's it. Like, that's it. It's all I have to take. Occasionally, and I do take magnesium, but I don't take it every single day. I actually, like I said, I'm more less is more kind of person. if I'm feeling muscle cramps, restless legs, I will take magnesium. This bottle's pretty full, and I've had it for a long time because I bought this several months ago. Coming out of radiation, I was having a lot of cramps, and so I was taking magnesium, and I take magnesium glycinate. The thing with magnesium glycinate, and one of the good things it's for, is it helps your cartilage and your cells absorb and hold water. So long ago, when I had my neck surgery, one of the things that my doctor said to make sure I was taking was magnesium glycinate, because they removed 3 of my discs and put in new discs, but I also had some degenerating discs. So if you struggle with degenerating discs, magnesium glycinate, take it with a big glass of water. Like, it will help your discs in between your vertebrae and your knees and your hips and your shoulders, all the things where you have joint and joint fluid. It will help take in and hold onto the fluid. So restless legs and stuff like that, definitely magnesium glycinate. One of the remedies that I have my dad use, because my dad sweats a lot here in Texas when he's out working in the yard. You have folks who recommend ginger chews for cramps or just in general. It has to be pretty good ginger, not the sugary kind. I like ginger chews just the way they taste, but they have a lot of sugar in them. A lot of the ginger chews have a lot of sugar in them. And I have no problem eating straight up like ginger, like just a piece of ginger, or shredding it in a cup of tea. But ginger's good for you when it comes to nausea. It's the first go-to when it comes to nausea or upset stomach. Ginger's really good. Any kind of stomach thing, it helps get rid of it. Ginger has a lot of different actions to it, right? It itself, like garlic. Garlic's another one of those. Garlic and ginger. I tell my people all the time, bake garlic, but or mush it up, and if you can, handle it raw, because garlic too, antimicrobial. It's very good, antibacterial. But ginger is good for circulation, and ginger is good for digestion. She eats them like candy, and they are like candy, but you have to watch the sugar content. Just saying, like, those ginger chews are yummy. Don't get me wrong, I like them. They're a nice treat, but they don't actually have as much of the effect as if it was real ginger, because pure ginger, right? And you can shred it. You just take the ginger and shred it. I like it in my water and tea too, Susan. Yeah. Like, I'll take and shred ginger into tea, and occasionally I will buy a turmeric root, and I'll shred that into the same cup, especially in the winter during cold and flu season. If I'm starting to feel kind of icky, I will shred both ginger and turmeric into a cup of tea with lemon, and then throw in some manuka honey. Your mom was big on watercress soup, loads of ginger. Yeah. Ginger's good in helping keep your gut straight as well. But yeah. Probiotics is the other thing that I would recommend to people if you're having digestion problems. If you've taken antibiotics, you absolutely need to take probiotics. My daughter, a couple weeks ago, she was on antibiotics, and to the T, 8 days. 8 days, she ended up with thrush in her mouth and her throat closed up. Like, the pictures were nasty. And she was like, she got tonsil stones on top of all of that, but like, her throat was bad and super, super swollen. I worked on her from here, did biomagnetism therapy, did Rife therapy, and then sent her Candida, Solaris Candida Cleanse, oregano oil to gargle with. and probiotics, because the antibiotics that she was on are known to cause thrush. So anytime you're on antibiotics, it's going to destroy your gut flora. So you've got to take a probiotic. You have to restore everything in your gut. And it's good to take for a good month or two. I'm not one that stays on probiotics. I do like kefir and kombucha, and I eat a lot of kimchi, fermented foods. It's a natural form of probiotics, so that's stuff that you can do as well. It's a new area for you. If you can get it in your food, it would be better than just taking pills. Like, we eat the pickled, is it pickled radish, the Oriental pickled radish, and we eat kimchi pretty much every day. I have kimchi and something. And that's got natural probiotics. Yes, it will be saved as a replay, Deborah, so that you can go back and watch the beginning. But when you take antibiotics, a lot of them, you've got to take probiotics. My gut was destroyed after chemo and radiation and steroids and antibiotics. I mean, every time I had chemo, I was on antibiotics. I was on Bactrim for literally 6 months every time. And I was on prednisone for 6 months. My stomach was destroyed. And so probiotics helped bring it back. The other thing that helped bring it back was mushrooms. So, and I still take, like, I drink Rise mushroom coffee. I was taking the supplement that's lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, and all of that. You can get that in a supplement, but it wasn't working quite so good. So I went and my friend told me about it, and said it helped his stomach a lot. So I started taking the Rise, RYZE mushroom coffee. It's got several, I think 6 different mushrooms in it, and it does have lion's mane, reishi, cordyceps, shiitake. There's another one in it that I can't remember off the top of my head. That fixed my stomach. That literally, I think, is what's like helped me the most. Not to get graphic, but coming out of chemo, like, I was going to the bathroom probably 10, 15 times a day, liquid. And my oncologist was like, just take Imodium. I'm like, I am not staying on Imodium. Like, you've got to be kidding me. That stuff messes with your stomach acid. And if you take antacids, put it in the chat, because that stuff's not good for you on a long-term basis. It actually stops your stomach acid production. But Imodium does a number on you long-term. You're not supposed to take it long-term. It's supposed to be a fix. So just the fact that my doctors were like, well, we don't want you getting dehydrated, yada, 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 just take Imodium. I'm like, I did take Imodium one time because I had to go somewhere. And I didn't want to have to be in the bathroom all the time. It is bad for you. I took it one time, but beyond that, the only thing that stopped that mess with my stomach was the Rise mushroom coffee. And mushroom coffee is really good for you. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from it because my stomach's fairly well healed, just to see the difference. I tend to cycle on and off of supplements when I feel like I don't necessarily need them. And I've been on it for months now, so I'm probably, when I come to the end of the bag I'm on right now, I'm probably going to stop for a bit and just see if I notice a difference. If I do, I can start back up again. It's no big deal. I have 2 bags. So, but mushrooms are good for lots of reasons. Cordyceps, reishi, lion's mane, shiitake, turkey tail, that's the one, and king's trumpet. Those are the 2 that I always forget is in the Rise. And Andy started taking it too. And we looked up other brands, and I don't necessarily think that I saw anything that was too great. And like I said, I tried the supplements. They did not work the same. They did not save my stomach. Okay, next one. NAC and glutathione. Do any of you guys take NAC or glutathione? Those are good supplements for detoxing. It's antioxidant. If you have lung issues, respiratory issues, if you have Epstein-Barr virus, like NAC or glutathione are going to help you. When we take antioxidants, it does help our body get rid of the garbage. And if we're going through a die-off of any sort, because you're going after pathogens, whether you're doing something like what I do, biomagnetism, Rife, sometimes you need some extra help to get that stuff out of your body, right? We want to drive this stuff out, but then we have to detox it. So it offers detox support as well. And it shakes stuff out of the cells, which is why I like glutathione or NAC. But when you hear people say, like, take NAC, if you're having respiratory issues, respiratory infection, if you've had one, you want to take it for a few weeks afterwards. So NAC, N as in Nancy, A as in apple, C as in cat. Glutathione is GLUTATHIONE. Glutathione. Either one. I don't think that we need both. Again, I'm more supplement, less is more than I am take everything under the sun. I had a client like that. It was like taking everything, like so many things. He'd see something on TikTok or YouTube and he'd just go order the supplement. He was taking so many supplements. It's very hard on your kidneys when you overdo it on supplements. Some of you need calcium, and I didn't mention it. You need calcium if you need calcium. It's not a given. Not everybody needs to take a calcium supplement. You can get a calcium magnesium mix if you just want to take one instead of taking calcium and magnesium. Typically, if you need calcium, you need magnesium too. So you can take both, but I like magnesium glycinate because the body can use it more effectively and more efficiently. So anywho, all right, that's it. That's what I have for you as far as the list. I told you guys I would answer your questions, what conditions you have questions on, and what I can recommend to you guys that you need to take, whoever's watching. I've only got a few of you guys talking in chat. Chlorophyll's really good. And I'll tell you right now, like this secret element has, I believe it has chlorophyll in it. Hold on. From what I remember, it does have it in it. Let me look. I could have swore it did. God dang it. Why can't? Hold on. It does have chlorophyll in it. This one does. The sea moss has chlorophyll in it. Chlorophyll or spirulina is going to, but I like chlorophyll better than spirulina. It helps oxygenate the blood. So it's going to help you with brain health, heart health, all the stuff. Many types of magnesium. Why are there so many? There's like 3 different types of magnesium, and it gets confusing. I've always taken the magnesium glycinate. Hold on. I'll tell you guys what types there are and what each one does. So the magnesium glycate is the highly absorbable and gentle on the stomach. That one's good for muscle relaxation. Like I said, if I get muscle cramps or restless leg, I take it. It's good for sleep, but you need to watch when you take it, and it's good for stress and anxiety. Magnesium citrate is what we use when we're constipated. Magnesium malate is good for people that have chronic fatigue and they have low energy, and they have more muscle pain. And then there's magnesium threonate, that's more memory focused, and whatnot. There's also magnesium oxide. Some people, it's in some people's pills when they're taking it for heartburn. And magnesium chloride, that's topical, right? Think Epsom salt's magnesium sulfate, but sometimes it'll have magnesium chloride in it. So when it comes to what you're going to take, I'm telling you, glycinate. That's your best bet. Taking magnesium threonate. Okay, the one for brain health. Yeah. That's good for brain fog and mental decline. Like that one, magnesium threonate. But it depends on, and it does cross the blood-brain barrier, which is important for someone who wants, like, it's expensive, but for someone who wants the help with that stuff. So yeah, but that was a good question, Andy. Thanks for asking it. Do you guys have any other questions? Do you have different conditions you want me to talk about or give you supplements for or tell you what you can take that may help? And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a nothing. I'm a natural practitioner. And there are certain things that I do recommend to people and certain things I say stay away from. A lot of people, I think, don't have enough nutrition, so they're chronically ill. And then there's other people that take cheap supplements and they wonder, like the catch-all that you see at Costco. What is it called? I keep wanting to say Spectrum, but it's not Spectrum, I don't think. My dad bought some and I was like, what is that? Oh, it's an overall good supplement. I'm like, no, Dad, it does nothing. So for dry eyes, you want a supplement to take? Do you know what's causing your dry eye? Because that's the most important part. To figure out, like, why you have dry eyes. Just wondering, like, have they told you why you have dry eyes? Omega fatty acids is good for dry eyes and reducing inflammation. So is vitamin A. But again, from eye surgery, so things haven't healed, it sounds like. So there's a product called gamma linoleic acid, GLA, and it's an anti-inflammatory omega-6. It comes from evening primrose, borage oil, blackcurrant. It's specifically supposed to help with tear production, if that's why you have dry eyes too. I like to figure out why the tissues aren't healing. See, I have magnets, so the first thing I would be treating is with magnets. Plus, I have Rife, and I have frequencies for eyes that help restore, and it does work. If you wanted to go experience something in person, I would go to an EE system, find one near you, and sit in there for a couple of hours and see if it starts to help that condition. I spent several overnights in an EE system. Do you guys know what that is? I don't know. Can I share my screen on here? Oh, I can. Let's see. EE systems is like Scalar. I have my own Scalar system now, but my unit's portable. The EE systems that I went to, you can take two different, you just don't want to OD on them. Like, watch your dosage. Remember, every time you take a supplement, that has to go through your kidney and your liver and your kidneys. So you're putting a load on it. Your liver has to extract the energy and the nutrients from those supplements. a lot of times people take too many or too high of a dose, and then the load has to go through the kidneys to get filtered out. You had LASIK surgery? All right. I would still go into an EE system. Do you have a trusted source for getting your questions answered? Most doctors have little training when it comes to nutrition. Who do you trust? I don't trust a lot of people. I do my own research. And I've been doing my own research for the last 27 years. I had to go look up all kinds of things. And to this day, like, just because something's got good reviews and good ratings does not mean I'm going to trust them. I'm going to look at the company and make sure that they're solid, right? And that they lab test their manufactured goods so that they're getting clean products. Price is sometimes an issue, but the one place I will not scrimp is with supplements. There's no point in buying cheap ass supplements that you're gonna piss out if it's not bioavailable to your body and your body can't digest it and use it. That's why, like, the ones my dad bought at Costco, I was like, what is this shit? Like, why would you buy this? What's the point? Where do I begin my deep dives? I don't know why people bother, but I know a lot of people have this attitude. It's like, it's too expensive. Getting sick, needing surgery, having to go through all kinds of crazy crap, and there's still no guarantees if you take good supplements that you're not going to get cancer like me. I was eating a whole food diet. Like, some things are just what they are, but it is so expensive to get ill. It's so expensive to go through surgeries. It's so hard on your body too. So if you can spend the money on what's important for your health, I think you're better off. Like, you don't want to be pissing your supplements away, and you've got to watch what you put in your body. Losing time from work? Yeah. And nobody wants to feel bad. Nobody. None of us want to be sick. None of us want to go to the doctor. So Andy, it's a good question. Where do I begin my deep dives? I mean, I have books and books and books. I have nutritional books. I've been through trainings over and over again, and I look up research, and then I go look at the companies. I go look at their reviews. I go look at their lab stuff, and I make sure that they don't have any big problems, like with lawsuits. You do absolutely get what you pay for. Garbage in, garbage out. It's your body. Treat your body well. It'll take care of you. That's the truth. Absolutely. So to me, if we're going to do something, we might as well do it right. Like, I'm not going to waste time on garbage. Go-to source where I always begin. So I will look up reviews. Like, a lot of times if I'm looking for a supplement, Amazon's really good when it comes to a collection of reviews. Whether I buy it there or not is a whole other story. But I do go on to Amazon and I look up reviews of products and I look up pricing. And then if I find a company that has very high reviews and very good for a product that I'm looking for, and I don't already know the company, I'm going to go look up the company and do research on the company. And not just their website. Like, I'm going to Google the living hell out of it, right? I want to make sure that you have not poisoned people and that you haven't gotten caught using fake ingredients or BS, right? I'm so happy I don't have to tap. You don't have to tap. I know Andy was saying that too last night. He was saying it's so nice just to be able to sit back and watch and not have to tap the screen like on TikTok. I bet. Highly annoying the way that they did that. Anyways, so that's where I start. You work at Sprouts part-time, so I mean, for you know that you've got a research team that in fact vets products, right? Very rarely will I buy cheap like anything when it comes to supplements and stuff I take. You go on their website. I go on their website too because I want to see what their processing is about, and I want to see how long they've been in business. But if you do your own research and actually Google, type in whatever search engine, it doesn't have to be Google, and look up efficacy reviews, and any kind of FDA, look for FDA flags, usually good. And you can sometimes just type in there, like, are there any issues with this supplement company and this product? Because here's the thing. Some supplement companies, nutritional companies, are good for some things, not so much for others. But for the most part, the companies that I told you guys about, they're all solid companies. They've been around for a long time, and they don't have any bad juju. Like, I've researched them. That's why I have no problem buying from Now, buying Solaray, buying even the Nature Made, and what was the other one? Nature. There's two of them. There's Nature Made, Nature's. I'll tell you. What's the other one that I always take? Nature's Way. So Nature Made and Nature's Way. And then Pure's okay too. When it comes to like looking up efficacy, that's why I would go on to Amazon. I want to see if people actually got the results. But I don't always believe the reviews either, y'all, especially like the TikTok stuff. I'm taking oil of oregano capsules from TikTok 2 times a day. Do this for 2 weeks only. Yeah, I would cycle on and off. Trying to clear a cramp in your system? What do you mean, trying to clear up cramp in your system that you don't know of? Can you explain that a little bit? Oregano oil, are you taking oregano oil with black seed, Michelle? Does it have black seed? I know micro ingredients. I've seen people on TikTok recommending the micro ingredients one, and that's not a bad one, but it's got black seed oil with it. And that's a cycle on and cycle off. Trying to clear crap up in your system. Okay. So are you handling twice a day? That's my first question. Or are you feeling, it's the one with the black seed. Are you feeling any kind of way about twice a day? Like, how long have you been on it for twice a day? Because that's important. We can overdo it, like too much kill off, because you get like the Herxheimer effect. And I don't know what their dosages are. You take 2 pills once a day. So you're not taking it twice a day. You're taking it once a day. So if you're doing, like, if you're really trying to get rid of old stuff, yes, you can go 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or you can go a month on and a month off. You can go up to a month taking oregano oil, but you don't want to stay on it. Like, it's not a maintenance thing where you stay on it all the time, right? If you feel like you're getting sick, get on it. If you're doing an initial sort of die-off, yeah, I would, if it were me and I hadn't done oregano oil before, and I'm worried about yeast, or I'm worried about EBV, Epstein-Barr, I would go a month. But if I feel like I'm dragging, I would be mixing in there, and you missed this part, I would be taking a binder with that. Not every day. You don't take activated charcoal every day, but you need something to bind to the stuff that the oregano oil is killing off. So for those of you who are like, you want to use oregano oil, you want to kill old viruses that are hiding in your system and whatnot, cool, do it. But after about 3 days, you're going to want to take a binder. And then you're probably going to want to see how you feel 3 days later. And are you still feeling sluggish? Then that means that you're not detoxing fully, and that your bloodstream's reabsorbing the toxins once it's dumping out of your liver. Like if you can't get it out of your system fast enough, your blood reabsorbs it. So it's super good to have activated charcoal, a binder of sorts. Sometimes we don't carry products because they can't stock all our stores. Rise, which gets reviews, but a small company. Yeah, Sprouts, and I think even Trader Joe's is like that. Activated charcoal is a binder. As I was talking about earlier, that is my go-to when it comes to binders. Activated charcoal is really good. There are different ones for like if you have heavy metals, and I would urge you guys to do research on it. I wouldn't take that on by yourself without someone who knows what the hell they're doing helping you with that. And you've got to do your own research on it. I'm not going to sit on here on a live and tell you guys go after heavy metals. Everybody has heavy metals, but when you start detoxing heavy metals, you can make yourself really sick if you don't know what you're doing and what you're taking. A natural food that helps with heavy metals would be cilantro. But you got to take a lot of cilantro to clear out all the heavy metals that are in our systems. But anytime we take something that's going to kill a virus, kill bacteria, kill something off, we actually have to do a binder. And then you may want to take a probiotic on top of that after the fact. Depends on how your gut handles it. Literally, like, listen to your body, you guys. You've got to listen to your body and see what your body can handle. And truly, how is your body detoxing? A lot of people have lymph drainage problems. Like, no kidding. A lot of women that end up having they see something in their mammogram, a lot of times it's lymph. They'll have calcifications because their lymphs aren't draining properly. So any kind of lymph support is good too if you're someone who doesn't have good lymph drainage. You can do lymph massage, right? I put something up in Hidden Wisdom where you can do daily lymph massage where you're literally going through gently and moving your lymphs, helping your lymphs. Lymphs under here. We've got lymphs all the way through our system. How do I know this? I have lymphoma. Cilantro's your best seller? Yeah. And I mean, you can make cilantro juice too. It's nasty as hell, but I'll tell you what, it's good in helping to get rid of heavy metals. You got to eat a lot of cilantro to get rid of heavy metals. You really do. It takes a lot. And you can't just get the dried version. It's not going to work the same. Everybody wants cheater stuff like that. And it's like, there's different things that you can take and make sure you're eating. But then you have to avoid, while you're doing a heavy metal detox, you have to avoid seafood. There's a bunch of things you have to avoid. And a lot of people don't have the patience for it, unfortunately. Chelation, there's different things you can take for chelation too to get the heavy metals out of your system. We've got to get them out of our brains. We've got to get them out of our tissues, our muscles, our guts, our cells, like everything. So anyhow, all right. So I hope that helps. Did that help? Did that answer your questions? Does anyone else have any other questions? With heavy metal stuff, how badly do you want to do it? Cilantro shots like wheatgrass. Yeah, cilantro juice. I would mix it with celery juice, just saying. How badly do you want to do a heavy metal detox, my friend? Like, if you guys want to get a book on stuff like that, the Medical Medium has information on his website and in his books about that. I haven't done his heavy metal detox. He does smoothies and stuff like that. I'm hesitant for this reason, because it can be really hard on your system. And I don't want anyone coming at me going, why did I do that? Right? So hold on. But like I said, cilantro is something that I eat a lot. Like I'll eat it in my salads. I'll put it in tacos, all kinds of stuff like that. Um, Before you do a heavy metal detox, you really need to support your liver and make sure it's strong. Milk thistle, dandelion, both of those are super good and well hydrated. Before you even start a heavy metal detox, make sure your liver is operational. You can, as far as like what you can use, there's glutathione, chlorella, cilantro. Tell you what, Susan, if you really want to do one, message me. I really don't want to put it out there because it's really hard on people's systems if they don't know what they're doing and what they're looking for. Like, and to make sure they're fully supported, like for real. And it's not fun. Just saying. There's different binders too. Like you can take zeolite, bentonite clay with charcoal. Like you have to take a bunch of binders to start grabbing onto those heavy metals that are circulating through your system. Your system shot from antibiotics. Are you having stomach problems? Is that what you mean? Your system shot? So you can make cilantro tea, like boil cilantro and then make it into a tea. Chlorella is good to break the cell wall and as a semi-binder. And then like zeolite is what I would say is one of the better things for grabbing when you're doing a heavy metal detox. But I would do zeolite and charcoal, and you can use bentonite clay too, but that can constipate you. Like I would alternate them. And then there's modified citrus pectin, which is MCP. That's known to bind lead and arsenic and cadmium. Look those up. But as far as like antioxidant protection, that's when you would do like the glutathione if you're going to do a heavy metal detox, or like alpha lipoic acid. So yeah, lots of stuff. Make some tea with it. Eat it as much as you can, as much as you can handle it, but then try activated charcoal. See what you start to feel. When you start to clear heavy metals, I'm going to tell you right now, your brain fog gets bad. Especially if your liver is not, you're not supporting your liver enough to help get that stuff out. Because if you start pulling heavy metals, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, I want people to be aware there are like healing side effects to doing a heavy metal cleanse. You really need to know what to look for and what you're doing so that you don't overdo it. I don't like making people sick. Sometimes I have to when I'm helping them go through major pathogen kills. Like if they have a major chronic condition, they're not going to feel good in the beginning, especially if their liver's not good. And a lot of people have crappy, hardcore, bad livers. Most people that I know don't take care of their livers until they get really, really sick, until they get a bad diagnosis, and then they're like, oh shit. Yeah, by then, now you got a lot of work ahead of you. There are different ways to rebuild your liver. And if you have, most people don't know this too, liver and lungs are tied together. Like if you have liver issues, ultimately you're going to have respiratory issues if the liver continues to be a problem. If you have respiratory issues, I can virtually guarantee you that you're going to have liver issues because your liver just can't work the way it needs to filter stuff out. So super important that while you have your health, you work on your liver. The 4 gurus, this one, the thieves oil, plant guru. This I got on Amazon. It was like $10. It's very affordable, like not expensive at all. So anything else, you guys? Anyone else have anything? Parsley is another good one too that helps. And parsley tea. So fun fact, if you have someone that has kidney stones, you boil a whole bunch of parsley and make them drink parsley tea and lemon water, warm water. It will break down and move that stone. But it takes a lot of parsley, like bunches and bunches of parsley. You boil it and then you make it into tea. Garlic and onions also good for sulfur foods for helping with heavy metal detox as well. Oh, the medical medium guy, Anthony Williams. Yeah, he's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. I think he's on YouTube. I know he has a Telegram channel. I haven't watched him in years. He's very supplement heavy and juicing and smoothies. He's really into juicing. Not that I think that that's bad. I've done lots of juicing and I love juicing, but it takes a whole lot of prep to be able to juice your way through the day. Like I probably need to do a juice detox, but I've got to be prepared for it because it's a lot of work. Like spend your entire day cleaning vegetables and then running it through the juicer and then cleaning it all up. And then, 2-3 hours later, you gotta do it again. The smoothies are good though too. He does have some heavy metal detox smoothies recipes, and those are good. So yeah, let me know where to look up vitamin information. Which vitamins are you talking about? Out of curiosity. Like I gave you guys the brands that I like, and those brands you can find at any health food store. They're also on Amazon or online. So yeah, and you can look them up. But those are the brands that I use. Through the years, they've been solid, and they've been around for a long time too. And as far as looking them up, I look up supplement by supplement. Truly, if I need a supplement, I'm going to go search it out. Who's got the best pricing, who's got the best product, and who's got the best reputation. Putting everything together, making sure it's not too much. Like I said, if you want to run, Susan, if you want to send me an email of what you want to take, what you think you need to take based on what we talked about and whatever else you've been looking at, just send me an email. I'm happy to look it over and tell you if it's too much or if you're missing anything. Again, I cycle on and cycle off of things. I don't stay on a lot of supplements. This one has pretty much everything in it. So this one is a constant, right? This one's a constant. I cycle onto supplements if I need them. And this is part of learning your body too, right? It's part of it is just learning your body, what's good and what's necessary. How about this? You're in the Discord, right? I'll type them up in the Discord and shoot them over. Yeah, if you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on, like, you can typically order it from your health food store or right on the website of the people. They have different distributors too. Amazon is not the only place that you have to buy stuff. Next month, you want to do the biomagnetism? All right, cool. I'll put that list up in the Discord as soon as we're off tonight. And then, yeah. You're welcome, Deborah. You see the oncologist on the 29th? Cool. I have October, I have my CAT scan follow-up, my 3-month CAT scan. And then in November, I meet with her, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. I was in the shower doing my hair tonight, and I was like, you know what? Maybe, because here's what's happening. You guys probably don't care. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is all curly. This is all coming in straight now. So my chemo curls are down here. This stuff's coming in straight. I'm thinking about going and getting a pixie until my hair comes back in straight the way I'm used to it. I was like watching all these videos about what do I do with these chemo curls. And then a bunch of the later, like a year out, 2 years out, cancer survivors were like, my chemo curls grew out and then it came in straight. So then I had curls at the bottom. I'm like, you know what? If that's what my hair is going to do, I may just go get a pixie until it grows like beyond the curls. I had a pixie kind of style when it was first growing in, but I'm at that point where it's like, this is just, it's driving me crazy because it's curly and it's not the normal texture. But this is all coming in like my old hair. Like all of the new growth now is straight. So it's kind of like, there's one mindset that's like, don't cut it, let it grow, it will all work out. And there's this other thought that I have is like, just cut it short in a pixie until it all comes back in straight. And then I can grow it. But it's such a pain. Like, I have to decide. I mean, I've gone this far now. Do I just keep going and deal with how uncomfortable I am and how weird it is and unruly it is? Because it's hard when you get to a certain point, and I'm grateful I have hair again, but like when you get to a certain point trying to grow it out, everyone says it. They're like, you just get to that weird stage where it doesn't want to do anything and it becomes heavy without style. But then the hairdresser will tell you, don't cut it. You have to get through the awkward stage. And I'm like, headbands don't work because the back here is poking out curly. So I don't know what's going to happen. You guys may see me with a pixie here in the next couple of weeks. If I can't do something with it and it's getting on my nerves, I may. My daughter keeps trying to talk me out of it. She's like, just deal with it, Mom. I'm like, mullets are not a good thing. Did you have a mullet, Susan, when you were growing it out? Because that's the, like, I'm at the mullet stage right now. And it's that part where it's like, just shave it. Just shave the back. Get rid of the mullet. But I also know if I do that, I'm going to lose whatever length I have, and then I have to start over. So I asked her too, like, how long does it have to be to just get extensions? But the problem with extensions are they're not going to be able to match the texture of my hair because half of it's curly and half of it's straight. So these are the things we have to go through when we go through cancer. It's not a matter of being a beauty or not a beauty. It's a matter of, like, these are the struggles that we go through post cancer treatment. Everyone that's lost their entire head of hair, when it grows back and it comes in a foreign alien texture and it's unruly, knows what I'm talking about. Had to go to headbands. Yeah. And if anyone's watching this and you're going through it, because I have a couple people that I actually am talking to that have cancer right now, and you're almost done with your treatments, so your hair is going to be growing in. Just know, I mean, I'm 13 months post chemo. 13 months? Wow, it's been more than 16 months of a battle. But yeah, August. So it's been a little over a year since my hair started growing in. And I have a good amount of growth, but it's at the stage of like somebody just tell me what to do. And everybody I've seen on videos, like when they hit this stage, they're like, oh, what do I do? What is this? So I feel for you if you're going through the cancer journey. I know we're all happy when we first get hair. I have a mullet. You don't understand. I have, like, look, this is my hair right now. This is coming in straight right here. My side hairs are coming in straight. This is all curly. Part of this is coming in straight. Part of it's curly. It's no rhyme or reason right now. There's no rhyme or reason to my hair. It's the weirdest thing. And I do know that most people say if they get the chemo curls, that within another 6 months, if you had straight hair, your hair goes back to straight, but it takes a while. And then you have to cut off the curls at some point. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just highly annoying. And I feel for anyone who has to go through this because it's frustrating. And yeah, people are like, at least you have hair. I'm like, you don't understand. Like after everything we've been through, and when you go through cancer treatment, you don't understand. Like, it's just the constant reminder of the battle I just fought. Constant reminder. And it's so frustrating because all we want is our lives back, our bodies back, our brains back, and our hair back. We want everything that cancer and cancer treatment took from us. We want it back. And maybe we're impatient, but honestly, it's just such a frustration because you're like, I went through all of that. I just want to get back to life. I want everything to go back to the way it was before. But I think everyone's kind of in that boat right now in the world. We want everything to go back to the way it was before when it was semi-sane, and it just isn't. So hang in there. I will be back sometime in the next week on live here on YouTube. We'll see if I go on Facebook. I'm not convinced right now. We'll see. I might. I am getting paid for Facebook Live, so at least I've got, I don't know, $8 a month coming in. Doesn't even cover my streaming software, but whatever. So we'll see. And I don't know what happened to Substack. It just kind of locked up and went away. So anyways, thanks for joining. If you know someone who needs this information, share it with them. This will save to my lives, so you can come back and you can watch it again. And if you want other people to see it, you're welcome to share it out. It's all public. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.